Alrighty, so it's August, it's just started September. We're looking at doing our seedling plant outs. I'm very inexperienced when it comes to seeds, but definitely going to give it a really big go this year. So in the end of August, start of September is like your biggest season to start getting everything in through spring and then into summer. So I was fortunate enough to find this Northeast Melbourne vegetable planting guide, and it's by a guy called, I think, Guy Palmer, and I basically edited it down to just what we eat, and we don't really eat that much. This includes herbs in here as well, and it just takes the guesswork out of it. I'm just going to follow this. So each month, every couple of weeks within that month, I'm going to replant exactly what's on here and then fill our garden bed with it. On YouTube a few weeks ago, I saw a really great hack, and it's to take basically a piece of cardboard, or the guy used newspaper on it. You create a little tube like this with a 45-degree cut on it. You roll it up, tuck it in from the seam. I'm using Coles bags here. It's probably the best use for Coles bags, so they definitely don't carry your groceries very well. And then a couple of little flops. I don't know what a flop is. A couple of little scoops. A little bit of a tap. Pull it out. Tap it down, and away you go. And I assume these are all biodegradable, so we're going to grow seeds in them and then just drop them into holes, and the plant is going to grow out through the paper as it biodegrades down. So today we're looking at, I've just put corn in here. I've got a couple of these secondhand from Bunnings. There's always a secondhand Bunnings area. So a couple of these from Bunnings. So I've just put in 25 corn. We're going to try that Three Sisters method of corn, beans and squash, or corn, beans and pumpkin, in a certain area in our garden. And then I have carrots, the beans for the Three Sisters thing, and cucumbers as well. So we're going to put a bunch of those through. I put in yesterday, which I'll show you in a little bit, something like 20-30 tomatoes, capsicum, onions and lettuce. I can't remember what else, so we'll have a look when we get there. So we've just finished doing this. The corn, I've just pushed the corn in and covered it over, so that's great. I got 6 by 7 of these. We're going to do cucumbers, beans and some carrots as well. So the internet says to do 2 to 3 seeds of each sort of plant per container. So we'll just get these in. These are just a Lebanese cucumber. And we'll just keep, 3 in that one, that one. And then once they start growing and they get their first set of main leaves, then we'll just thin them out and just keep the one that's the strongest from them. So that's probably enough cucumber plants. What's that, 12 I think? Beautiful. So that'll get us started. In a couple of weeks, I'll check the little list, and if I can still plant cucumbers, I'll do a few more and we'll just see how they're going. These will need roughly, I think, what is it, about 10 days? 10 days to start to break through the soil, and then it'll still be a couple of weeks before I transfer them across to the garden bed. Alright, so now we're going to do beans.
Jack and the Beanstalk style?
Jack and the Beanstalk. Bean as well. So I'm going to try and wrap them around the corn. So I've got 25 corn. So we probably need at least, I think, 25 corn, which I think is too much. But anyway, that's it.
Never, I love corn.
So I need a lot of beans to wrap around them. I'm going to try and grow them that way. Lastly, we'll get some carrots growing.
I'll input a photo here of what our first effort of carrots looked like, which
Terrible
were
effort.
Why though?
I'm not even sure.
No, but explain why they went so bad.
Because we took them from the seedlings, and then I tried to keep them straight and put them in, and they were all bent up, and I didn't take my time. So Now with this new pre sort of tube method, everything will be just growing straight out of it. Gee, carrot seeds are small. Oh, babies. 10 million carrot seeds in here.
Holy cow.
We're just going to cover these over. And that's pretty much it. All sort of tapped down, ready to go. So let's meet down at the little greenhouse. So a couple of weeks ago we put in, or a couple of days ago, less than a week ago, we've got tomato, onion, leek, lettuce, capsicum and more tomato. And you can see the little lettuces have started popping through. They've popped through just within a couple of days, and everything else has just taken its regular amount of time. Hopefully this will fit these two in here. So this is just a really inexpensive test greenhouse, which we got from Bunnings. So it's about $50, which I think is a pretty good price. And so far, you can really feel the heat difference in it, even though I've just had the door open for a while.
And what you got over here, Kit?
Potatoes. Get rid of it and replace it here. All right, a quick water in and we're good to go. If you like what we're doing, hit that thumbs up, like and subscribe. And if you want to leave us a comment on ideas, better ideas, worse ideas, questions, you know what to do. Thank you. Shit.